Welcome to your chordal guitar lesson of the week, a series where we prove that you can be a master of guitar chords too. And today this is going to be eye-opening to some of you because I'm going to demonstrate something that maybe you thought was impossible, but it is. We are going to redefine our vision or our definition of what is a wrong chord or a wrong note. So let's say that I pick any top note of my choice, let's say this one, and I pick a bass note, a bottom note to play at the same time at the bottom of it, this one. If I play them together, this is going to sound like this. How do you feel when you hear this? Pretty uneasy, right? Because they are very dissonant and they do not fit very well together, right? But there are no such things as wrong notes or wrong chords. There are only wrong contexts or wrong circumstances to use those notes. So if I were to play something like this, it would be wrong to use these intervals, right? Because it is the wrong context. They do not fit. They do not have a place within what I was playing. But let's say that I take them again. I fill in by adding more notes in the middle. And I resolve it elsewhere. Now it makes total sense, right? But it's still my same top and bottom notes. But just within that context, now it makes sense. And I could have a bigger context of a whole song like this. So if I did not talk about how harsh these are, you would have never noticed that on this chord right here, there was a harsh dissonance. It just passed really smooth like butter. Because this is a right resolution. So by keeping that in mind, that there are no wrong chords and no wrong notes, only wrong contexts to use them, it means that we could make any note fit together, right? So I could pick any top note. This time, let's pick a D note on the 3rd fret of my 2nd string. It means that, in theory, I could use any bass note under it and make it fit with a context. So I could use all 12 notes of the chromatic scale with my D note here. I could use all of those 12 notes and create chords that make sense and that are beautiful. Even if I have some harsh dissonance, like when you play those notes alone, you are saying to yourself, how can I make a beautiful chord out of that? It seems impossible. But with the right context, you can. So let me demonstrate it by playing a chord progression using all 12 semitones as the bass. So it goes like this. And my top note will always remain the same. So here it is. And now we are back at our first semitone. So all 12 notes. Once again, focus on... I will focus on the top and bottom notes only. So just by filling in the notes in the middle and by finding some context of tension and resolution between the chords that you play, you can make anything past any top note with any bass note at any time in any key. It's always a question of context. So let's just analyze very quickly what chords I used in this one. So the first one, this is a G minor chord in an open position. This one, this is a D major chord with a bass of F sharp. So if you want to learn more about slash chords and using a different bass underneath, you can watch my whole lesson on it. This is a D minor chord with an F as the bass. This is an E dominant 7. This is an E flat major 7. This is a D minor with a closed position. This is a D flat. This is a dominant 7 with a flat 9th. And followed by a C major 9, a B minor 7, a B flat major 7, an A dominant 7 sus4, and a beautiful A flat major 7 sharp 11. And then we come back to our G minor. So all of these chords can fit. So you could try, I challenge you, you could try this exercise. Pick any top note that you want. Let's say we are going to pick the top first string open as our top note. So this one is static and it's never going to change. And then your challenge is to harmonize this top note with all 12 notes. All 12 notes as bass notes. You could reuse some of the chords that I showed you. You can just experiment to add notes in the middle to see how it could sound, but it's not as hard as you think. You just need to create something that sounds good, and you can make some pretty big dissonance pass really well. So let's make an example. So now I am reusing some chords that I showed you from my previous sequence. So you see, there are many ways that you can harmonize any top note with any bottom note. So what I wanted to say and demonstrate in this lesson is that yes, you can harmonize any note with any bass note, but it's also that there is nothing wrong in music. It's all about context. It's all about how you voice it and where the chord goes next. There is nothing such as it's just plain wrong. There's always a way to make it sound beautiful in its context. So thank you very much for watching my lesson. If you are new on my channel and you like what I do, I really encourage you to click on the first link in the description box and sign up for my free mini course on my website, Ambient Guitar Academy. On this free course, I show you some really cool ambient guitar chords that you can add to your bag of tricks. There are some chord charts to download, some exercises that you can keep. You can ask for help in the comment section of my website. So it's a great resource that you can use to become a better chordal player, and it's going to be my pleasure. It's my gift to you. So click on the first link in the description box and sign up today. So thank you very much for watching my lesson. Don't forget to turn on the notifications on my channel to never miss anything, and until next time, au revoir.